amelioration of symptoms of lactose intolerance. Bitch needs that.
We call it pussy tigger. Fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass nigga. Same group of bitches, ain't no ass to the picture. Drop a couple racks, watch his ass get bigger. Tricking on licking, I'm looking at your nigga. If it's money right, he can eat it like a sticker. I ain't got time for you fake ass hoes. Talking all loud in them fake ass clothes. Fake ass shoes, match that fake ass coat. I'm the realest bitch ever see snake ass hoes. Act up, you can get snatched up. Act up, you can get snatched up. Act up, you can get snatched up. Dirty ass dance, baby girl, you need to back up. It's your Miami and I can't run my stack up. Tired ass hoes in my page tryna track up. Brand new chain, city girls going platinum. I keep a baby dot, I ain't fighting with no random period. You bitches weak, is you serious? I let him taste the pussy, now he acting all delirious. Did it dash in the rubbers, I can space the period. You see my number in his phone, I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should.
Hey y'all, it's your girl GOLDYNAPS and welcome back to my channel. It's the start of a new year and my house, my life, everything is in shambles right now. Unfortunately, throughout the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, my boyfriend and I were both sick, so it was just giving, I'm not gonna clean, like nobody's cleaning, like I'm on the verge of death right now, so it's really looking terrifying in here. The sheets need to be washed, towels need to be washed, dishes all up in the sink, Christmas decorations are still up, like there's not a single room in the house that's not a mess.
Every time I sip on cocaine, I get vulnerable. Annoying the sounds of the storm when it comes. She understand I can't take her everywhere a nigga going. I've been
Good morning, girly pops. We are tired this morning. After doing the laundry, I like organized our whole closet. We have like a third bedroom in our house that we kind of just made into a walk-in closet. I didn't even show that on camera because it was terrifying looking, but I organized that, washed the sheets. They have to wash clothes, but thankfully I had to take a break. I literally just like sat in silence and like stared at a wall, and my boyfriend cleaned the kitchen and the bathroom, so that like takes stuff off of my plate, and I hate fucking washing dishes, so I'm happy that he did that. Last night, bro, after cleaning, I don't understand why this happens, but I was tired. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything right for the rest of the day, and then I couldn't fall asleep. I was like, mentally, physically, I'm exhausted. Why am I like lying in bed like a mummy? Like, what the fuck? So anyways, then I just played Spider-Man for hours. I got my man a PS5 for Christmas, but low-key, like, it's kind of for me too, because I really fuck with the superhero games. Like, Batman, Spider-Man, like, those are the only two that I've played, but I've played like every iteration of those superhero games, and they're really fucking good. I've been having a great time. And what's crazy is like I'm not even like a Marvel stan. Like I could care less about the Marvel universe. Sorry to those who that offends, but like I don't really care about watching all the movies other than like Black Panther. But the games, who's ever writing that code, who's ever designing that shit, all the side missions hit, the storyline hits. Like, if your man has a PS5, girl, I need you to go download Spider-Man 2 right now and play, because I'm telling you, I'll be playing it instead of Sims. Like, that's how much I like that. But yeah, I went to sleep at like, what time was it? I think it was like 2:30, 2:45. I didn't wake up until like 9:45. So that's kind of late. Like, I love sleeping in. I love feeling rested. I don't even feel rested. But I do like to sleep in from time to time. It just feels like you waste half of your day, you know? But before we get back into doing chores, honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to do chores today. Like, kind of want to rest, but I know I should get shit done. But anyways, before we do all that, I have some bananas that are literally on the verge of like just, girl, they've been brown for like a minute, so they need to be used. So I'm gonna make banana bread just for the sake of like not wasting these bananas. Bananas are like 25 cents each, but I feel bad when I waste bananas because they can be made into delicious bread. So why aren't you doing that? Actually, just kidding. I waited far too long. They will have to go in the trash. I'm so sorry. That was disgusting. That's terrible. I picked it up and like a booger fell out of it. So should have made that banana bread like 3 days ago, but we moved. That was disturbing. It really be pissing me off because I could have just eaten those bananas, but in my mind I was like, you know what, let me wait until they get brown so that I can make banana bread, because you can't make banana bread unless the bananas are fucking brown. No, I have no banana bread. I didn't get to eat the bananas. Like, next time, fuck it, I'm gonna just eat the bananas, and then if I happen to have brown ones, like, then they will get made into bread. But that was a waste of time. I'm gonna take my vitamins. I'm really trying to be consistent with vitamin taking, so let's talk about what the fuck is on the agenda. Nutrafol. This is kind of new. I've been taking it inconsistently because you have to take 4 a day. And you know how big these pills are? Too big. Look at this shit. It takes me 45 minutes just to take the entire dosage. I talked to my future sister-in-law about it, and she said that after COVID, her hair was like falling out super thin. But she took Nutrafol and it really like brought her hair back. Not that I necessarily, like, my hair is not thin, but I've just heard great things about it, so I'm trying to add it to my routine, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, she said she just took 2 a day and it still did what it needed to do, so maybe I'll do that, because taking the 4, I'm gonna need y'all to like make the shit more concentrated. Like, there's no reason why I should be taking 4 pills. And I'm taking these Ollie multivitamins, women's multivitamins. I actually just like the taste of these. I do take these consistently and I keep buying them. Do I know if they're doing anything? No, but they're super yummy. Sometimes I might sneak in, you know, a little extra one here and there. I don't know if that's bad, but I guess I'm getting extra vitamins. And then the other 2, girl, I got these in PR. I don't see these in Target, so I guess I have to order them online if I want more. But bitch, you send me a gummy, like a vitamin gummy, like I'm gonna eat it. I like the gummies, like they're good. This one is Black Girl Vitamins, vitamin D. I've actually never seen vitamin D in a gummy, so I was hyped because I know in the wintertime it's good to have extra vitamin D. So these are very good. I've been gobbling these shits up. Delicious. I think my boyfriend has been eating them because it should not be this low at this point. I think that he's definitely like taking 2 a day. And finally, this probiotic by Aura Essentials. I like the flavor of these. The texture is not giving as gummy-licious as I would like it to be, but they're good, and I actually don't know what probiotics do. I know that people take them. If y'all would like to educate me in the comments, feel free. I probably should Google it. You know what? Let me be a big fucking girl and head on the Google machine. Maintain or improve the good bacteria in your body. Wow, that's so helpful because I have no idea what the fuck that means. Improvement of intestinal health, amelioration of symptoms of lactose intolerance. Bitch needs that. And reduction of the risk of various other diseases. Whoa. Okay, well, I guess that's good. So anywho, those are the vitamins that I have been taking recently. I've been very consistent on my shit for like the past 3 weeks. So I guess I'm healthy now. Looking very tired. My fucking body like literally hurts from serve practice. Like I probably should have stretched first, and I definitely did not because I didn't feel like it. I was lazy, and now I'm paying for it because my entire like sides of my back are in pain. My shoulder, where I was doing all this fucking shit, in pain. I wanted to go practice again today, but like that's not happening. That is not happening. I'm literally gonna walk y'all through the coffee I make again. Like, don't give a fuck about getting energy from coffee. It's just for the flavors and the vibes. I get my espresso grounds from a local coffee shop here in Jackson. It's also in Memphis. It's like in Mississippi and Memphis, I believe. It's called Cups. Their coffee is fire. I just go in there and I ask for the house espresso ground, and girl, that way I don't have to like grind up my own beans. Like I'm not doing that. Also, like if you like coffee from a particular place, you can have the flavors of their coffee at home. But like once you get an espresso machine, and also like the espresso machine that I got, my brother got it for me for Christmas like 2 years ago. I have the Breville Bambino, which is just like the little entry-level Breville, which is great. Honestly, like Nespresso, so cute. I just feel like all the little pods and stuff is just kind of like wasteful. Like you can just make a shot of espresso. Why do we have to do the pod thing? Honestly, from my research, like you can get one of those massive, like very fancy espresso machines, but like if you're not a barista and you're not making hundreds of cups of coffee a day, I think it's a waste of money. Like the espresso that I'm making, probably not like top quality espresso, but like I don't think that you can distinguish as just a casual coffee drinker. I'm a fan of the Breville espresso machine, and I use it to make all types of coffee cocktails as well. I think this shit is good. So that's just, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down for Breville because they know what the fuck they're doing when it comes, and it's just like so easy to use. So anyways, this is the fucking drink that I made earlier in the video. I just take a little scoop full of espresso, dump that thing in the little whatever the fuck this is called, and then the machine comes with a little tamper. Is that what it's called? I have no idea. I don't know the terms. I'm just doing what the directions said. You tamp that down because you want it to be like flat and real firm, real in there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now she's like packed in there, and then you just lock it into the machine. Easy. I'm gonna get a cup. Cutie. This cup is from where the fuck? Fable. Okay, let's make some fucking espresso. Boom. I always do 2 shots of espresso because why would I do 1? Okay, let's go. Okay, there we go. And it's gonna come out there. So cute, so fun. And boom, look how cute that espresso shot is. Honestly, the directions it came with like showed you a very basic way that you can tell if your espresso shot is good from like eyesight. You want it to have that like golden kind of foam at the top, and you don't want the actual liquid itself to be too light or too dark. So girl, if it has the golden foam on the top, I'm like, we did that shit. It's a-okay. One thing I do fuck with by Nespresso is this fucking milk frother. I got it when it was on sale on Amazon. Yeah, y'all ate with that. Let's get our milk. Men will literally put a whole fucking pot in the fridge. Why would you do that? Because we have large Tupperware, but we're putting pots in the fridge. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna ignore that. Just need this vanilla oat creamer and the extra creamy milk. Now bitch, this shit is good. It is so fucking sweet. It will blow your mind. Like, I don't like anything to be too sweet. I'm not a sweets kind of girl. I'm more of a savory kind of girl, but a hint of sweetness, we love that. I did a whole thing of my coffee. Like, I did only creamer, and I couldn't even drink it. It was repulsive. So now I do like a quarter of the creamer, because like I like the texture of it. I do like the hint of vanilla in it, but quarter of this and 3/4 of this, because that I couldn't take it. It was way too sweet. So we're gonna pour that shit all up in here with the measurements that I said. Okay, if you like it sweeter, just do more of the creamer. Now that that's done, we're actually gonna froth this. Got the little stand here. The cool thing about the Nespresso frother, which I didn't know until I looked into getting one, is that it can do hot and cold froth, so you don't have to like heat the milk up and then froth it. It just does it for you. So let's push the fucking button. And if y'all don't give a fuck about how I make my coffee, you can skip this part. I thought that we were gonna be making banana bread, but then my bananas were gross. So we're making coffee now. Look how beautiful. So frothy. Okay, let's pour that into, oh my god, I can't see. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna drink my little coffee and play my little Spider-Man, and I'm gonna check in with y'all when I have the motivation to literally do anything else. Hey y'all, it's the next day. I didn't end up coming back yesterday and record anything because I was tired and I didn't feel like it. So now we gotta get back to cleaning. I just got back from playing tennis, so I have my tennis clothes on, and I'm just gonna take down these Christmas decorations and tidy up before I hop in the shower. My living room is also just messy as fuck. Like, bro, I really have just not been taking care of my house, girl.
I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drum. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no nutty to no nigga just for fun. Are you done? You the man, I don't know no other man. You f like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso, extendo. I carry just like a Prego. Beat around with nigga called Petro. Suck it, nigga, shoulda knew it from the get-go. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Just lay it. Spin or play it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When they come to me, they'll play with it.
See, on me, yeah, that's something that I stay with. The brothers, they ain't really nothing to play with. Steady chatting when I ran down, she ain't say shit. My hitters gon' bang quick, fuck around and get dangerous. Step like bimbos, I'm to my Timbo. Toes, no, I ain't playing games, no Xbox, Nintendo. Real, no force, I stand on it, that's 10 toes.
Hey girl, Christmas decorations are down. I also like organized my office somewhat. It's actually still messy. I just put away all the clothes that I had on the floor. I literally cannot put clothes on without like trying on 30 different things and then they all end up on the floor. Anyways, now I'm gonna wash my hair. I did wash it the other day, which y'all saw me do, but like honestly, when I use like the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight line, that's just like, it's not a very thorough, like it cleans my hair obviously, but that's kind of what I like to use like during the week. If I have been working out a lot and my hair stank, if I don't want to use dry shampoo, like, and I want to do a quick wash. If I'm going to wash my hair and I don't care about styling it, I just want it to feel clean, like, I might use that, because y'all saw I did not style my hair. I just threw that shit up in a ponytail and called it a day. I do need to work, though, this week, and I need to shoot hair content, so I'm gonna actually try to make my hair look put together. And I'm gonna do a protein treatment because I don't really do those. And I bought this, what is this? Apogee, I don't know how you pronounce it. I bought the two-step treatment a while ago and I never tried it. And so why don't we give it a go? It's raining today. I can't really do a whole lot. So we're just gonna fuck around in my hair. Cause y'all know, well, actually maybe y'all don't know. I don't know if I've talked about it here on YouTube, but I damaged my hair. I fucked it up. I was just doing too much to it last year. I was heat styling it. Honestly, I didn't really heat style it that much, so maybe my hair's just weak as fuck. I straightened it. I got it silk pressed like professionally twice. And then I was just doing like hella protective style. I like barely wore my like wash and go last year, and I just feel like it really took a toll on my hair. Like I did so many slick back buns, so many slick back ponytails, and they still have me in a fucking chokehold. I've definitely reduced on the amount of protective styles that I've done, because honestly, protective styles are not all that fucking protective. I feel like I have breakage every single time I do some braids or whatever, but that's besides the point. The point is my hair, there are a lot of areas where the curl pattern is just like very loosened, so I've been trying to just do what I can to take care of it. But low-key, I just have to grow all of my hair out. Like, I just have to grow all new fresh hair because it's not giving what it used to give, and that's very disappointing. But anyways, we're gonna try this treatment, and I'm gonna tell you guys how I like it. I've seen people talk about it. It must be good enough. So let's go wash this hair and put in this treatment.
Just might be a hoe. What am I missing? Always taking all day time. I got what a nigga. It's just too much to take on. What am I missing? Ain't like game or from a sugar daddy or a drug dealer. Take me at the club, one hit it. I don't wanna know. Keep playing. Love is a losing game, and I just can't take no more.
Alright, I applied the treatment in my hair. The bottle said your hair is gonna like harden, like it's gonna get super hard. You have to like sit under the dryer or use a handheld dryer to make it do that. So I'm gonna sit under my hooded dryer. I did not realize this product makes your hair hard, but we're gonna do it. Let's go. Alright, update. This shit is definitely rock solid. Like, sounds like fucking haystack in this bitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out, condition my hair, and then we're gonna style it. We're out the shower. My hair looks insane. I'm gonna go ahead and style it. And I'm gonna be using some new products today that I haven't tried because I'm trying to branch out, you know? I get a lot of PR and I'll be using the same 3 products for everything. So let's go ahead and try some new shit, why don't we? Quite like that protein treatment. Obviously, I don't think in one use I'm gonna be able to tell a whole lot, but my hair feels pretty soft, so that's nice. Alright, I sectioned my hair off. Make sure to give myself a little trim. This is not professional in any way. Don't do what I'm doing if you care about your hair being even. I'm just gonna spray the section real quick. I think I am gonna trim it because I haven't really gotten a haircut since November when I cut my hair short. I do kind of like snip off curls that look ugly, like literally every time I style my hair, but like a full like little trim. I have hair scissors, okay, like actual hair scissors. Don't be using fucking, I don't know what. I see people using the craziest shit to cut their hair. Don't do that. I'm just gonna snip off the scraggly ends. I feel like one side of my hair is longer than the other. Yeah. Oh. My head just tilted. Actually, I don't know. But I think one side is more damaged than the other, so it like shrinks up differently. So I feel like the hair on this side is just actually longer because of that. I actually really just don't care about my hair at this point. In terms of like how long it is, because I really just want my curls to be healthy again. And if you had asked me last year, I would have been like, I don't give a fuck if my curls are healthy or not. I just want to have fun. Now look at me. Goofy as fuck. I've heard a lot about this brand, but I have not used any of their products before, so I'm excited. I'm using the Mousse and Light Hold Gel, and I'm hoping that that is enough hold for me. So, did I spray my hair already? I think I did. But anyways, I like to make my sections damp. We're gonna do some of this light hold gel first. Oh, it's kind of thick for a light hold gel. Every time I style my hair, I'm like, girl, you really fucked your curls up. Like, yo, my curl pattern was like never this loose. Every time I style it and I can see the roots growing out, I'm like, I feel like because I just wasn't actually looking at my hair, I couldn't tell how much damage I was doing to it. And then by the end of the year, when I was like, let me do a wash and go, I was like, what the fuck? All right, let's do this section now. Okay, product is applied, and I did my very bootleg trim or whatever, just keep my ends like looking neat. And I'm going to cook some dinner while I air dry and then come back and diffuse.
Just quit my job, I'm gonna find no dry. Damn, they work me so damn hard. Work by 9, then off past 5. And they work my nerves, that's why I cannot sleep at night. Motivation, I'm looking for a new foundation, yeah. And I'm on that new vibration. I'm building my own foundation, yeah. Hold up, oh baby, baby, you won't break my soul. 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 I tell everybody, nah, nah, everybody, everybody.
I ended up redoing my wash and go because it was raining the other day when I did it, and literally I fucked it up. Like, I went to walk Lou and like immediately fucked my hair up, so I had to redo it. It's been a couple days. I had the energy to style my hair again, so here we are. And we're air drying right now. That's why it's giving fuck ass bob, but once it dries, you know, it'll become the fro that y'all know and love. I thought that we could end this first vlog 2024 talking about how my 2023 went while I do my makeup, because you know we gotta do the makeup to really get the finished look. Now, if you've been here a minute, then you probably noticed that I was relatively absent from socials in 2023. Like, not absent, I was obviously posting content, but behind the scenes I was really struggling. Like, it was a rough year. I think mentally this job took a serious toll on me. I didn't set out to become an influencer, it kind of just happened, and although I'm very, very grateful to have this job, I love what I do, I think adjusting to it when it really wasn't my intention to do it has been one of the biggest challenges of doing the job. Quite honestly, I just never know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm never sure of myself. I never know what the right next move is going to be professionally. It's just, it's a job where there's no set career path, and I'm somebody who kind of like thrives on planning and knowing what my next step is going to be, and I feel like this job is always just throwing shit up in the air and me feeling like I'm discombobulated and don't know what I'm doing. Trends are constantly changing and you have to adapt. You're always comparing yourself to people. Like, you can tell yourself, hey, like, don't doom scroll, don't compare your journey to somebody else's, and that sounds so nice, but it's virtually impossible not to. I had so many days this year where I was like, yeah, you know what, I need to just like tune the fuck out, turn my phone off, and you can only do that for so long when like I need to show up because this is where my income comes from. I also just have really been struggling to like define myself as a creator. Like, what do I actually want to post? What am I excited to post? Y'all know that I started off on all my platforms focusing on natural hair and my natural hair journey. Again, that wasn't like a conscious decision that I made. It was just stuff that I was posting because I big chopped and I was growing my hair out. I wasn't making tutorials like intentionally. People were just like, hey, can you show me what you did with your hair? And I fulfilled that request, not knowing that ultimately I would kind of get like boxed into constantly creating natural hair content, because I didn't think it through. I didn't think this was gonna be my job. And honestly, I love creating natural hair content. I love the community that I've built. That is the space that I feel happy and safe in. It's something that I don't see myself completely omitting from the content that I post, but I have noticed like a recent trend of people kind of moving away from wearing their natural hair or like wearing their hair more straight. I feel like that was kind of a shock to the system for me. I dealt with a lot of like insecurity around my hair this year because I was like, oh, like we're really not fucking with our natural hair anymore. Like the girls are doing silk press all year round. The girls are getting relaxers. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but I've noticed it. I talked about it on my TikTok a little bit, and it's just, it fucked with me mentally for whatever reason. And it's really crazy because I worked so hard to learn how to love my hair, and to now kind of feel like an insecurity around it was a little bit jarring for me, and something that I have been actively working to overcome. Like, I noticed myself almost like being sad and depressed whenever I would take my knotless braids out, which is like, girl, what the hell? I'm literally in the process of doing like exposure therapy right now. Like, I'm consistently wearing my hair in its natural state in a fro to like almost get over whatever is making me feel like my hair isn't the shit, because it is. Besides all those like personal like difficulties of just how I was feeling about myself in 2023, defining myself as a creator, like what actually makes me happy to post, what do I like creating, professionally, like I would say income wise, I had the best year of my life. Like I made a really good amount of money, and I was really proud of myself. But behind the scenes, like, bro, it was a hot ass mess. I went into 2023 like super excited, and then by the time like February came around, the management situation that I was in, I kind of just realized like I needed to move on. Like that had kind of run its course. It was starting to feel like a little bit toxic. Again, because there's no like set path, I didn't really know what to like look for in management. I think that I learned a lot from the initial management that I was with, and I was really excited to join that roster. Eventually, I think the relationship just ran its course, and smack dab in the middle of the year, when I had like long-term contracts running, I kind of had to pivot and find new management, figure out what I wanted out of management, and that just kind of like threw off my entire year. It was a super long, grueling process of basically going through multiple interviews with other management, seeing if I vibed with them, if they vibed with me. It was honestly like a lot more strenuous than I thought it was going to be, and it was a lot more emotionally taxing than I thought it would be. A lot of difficult conversations had to be had, especially when it came to like breaking away from my initial management. And I also got a couple of rejections from agencies that I was interested in, which was kind of like a blow to the system, especially like even when they talk about like corporate jobs, like the amount of interviews that you have to go through, and you think that you're really gonna get the job. In some instances, like interviewing with management really felt like that, where it's like you're on the call, you're vibing with them, they're vibing with you, they're telling you how much they love your content, etc., etc. They're talking about how excited they are to potentially work with you, and then you get that rejection email, and it's like, damn, was I being fucking delulu? Like, were we not on the same call? But the process to find management and ultimately get signed and join the roster took me a good, like, it was like 6-7 months, honestly. And that included doing all the research, pitching myself, doing all the interviews, the follow-up interviews. And also that includes the time that it actually, when I made my decision, actually getting added to the roster and having like the onboarding call and all that stuff, because what y'all might not know is management is not always looking to add people to their roster. And if their roster is closed but they're still interested in you, like it takes them time to actually onboard you and get started. So they might like every quarter they might start onboarding people. So if you're interviewing at a time where they're not trying to add people, or for example like there might be something going on behind the scenes with hiring or whatever, like basically there's just a timeline and things have to flow with the timeline of whatever management that you're trying to join. So all of that was, it was just a very stressful 6 months. I think everything happens for a reason, and I ended up exactly where I was supposed to. The agency that I'm with right now have gone above and beyond for me, and they really believe in me as a creator, even when I'm struggling and having a bad time. Like, they are so supportive, and I absolutely love the agency that I am with. I think if I learned anything from the experience of like transitioning from one management to another, also just like growing in my career, it's that the people that work for you are not your friends. They're not your friends. And that's not to say that they're not amazing, wonderful people that you have a really good rapport with. It just means that there needs to be a boundary, a professional boundary between you and people that you are paying. And I think when I was first looking for management, something that was really important to me was I really needed a friend when I was first looking for management. I was struggling. I felt like as a Black content creator, I was consistently getting lowballed. I didn't have any knowledge about the influencer industry. I was just really having a hard time managing all of my inbound offers and also negotiating them. Like, I needed support, and I felt like at the time, like, somebody who cared for me as a friend would be like the best decision. And I built a genuine friendship with the people at my previous agency, and I really did care about them, and I felt like they really did care about me. But honestly, what it comes down to is your friend is taking 20% of everything that you earn, and if you're not happy with how things are being done, it's very hard to tell your friend that. It's very hard to tell your friend, hey, you're fucking up my bag. Hey, let's do this shit differently. It's also very hard to tell your friend, hey, like, I don't really want to work with you anymore. I think I need to go in a new direction. Again, this was not something that I thought through when I was initially looking for management. I'm a fiercely loyal person, like loyal almost to like a default. And I foresaw myself staying with the same agency for like the entirety of my career. Cause why wouldn't I? Like, so every now and then shit falls apart and you gotta pivot professionally, and that is what I did. And so the lesson that I learned from that is that there needs to be a professional boundary between you and the people that you pay to do a fucking job. Money and family don't mix. Money and friends don't mix. I'm very comfortable telling somebody that I'm paying to do a job, this is how the fuck I want this done, and this is how you need to do your job. And if you're not doing it right, I'm very comfortable cutting ties. Once there's like emotion tied into it, and I really care about you, and I love you, and I've shared things with you about my life and all this stuff, like, then it's a whole different beast. Like, I literally like lost sleep over changing management because that's how hard of a conversation it was to like break away from where I was initially. So I think that's just something to keep in mind as a creator, as honestly as anybody working a fucking job. If you are paying for something, you need to be 100% satisfied with what you are paying for. And if you're not, you need to rethink it. And you need to have set yourself up in a way where you're comfortable rethinking it and comfortable breaking ties if you're not 100% satisfied. But professionally, that was probably the main thing that I was struggling with. And I think just transitioning from management anyways is a hard thing because like there are contracts that are lingering. Like there was just constant having to be like back and forth between both managements up until like literally December of 23. Like things are just finally like settling. But yeah, that whole thing was a lot for me, and I really wish that I could have shown up in the way that I wanted to, which is something that I am planning on working on this year. It's just like I need to show up for y'all wherever I'm at. And if I'm fucking struggling and if shit is in shambles and my life is a hot mess, like that's how I'm gonna show up for you. And it's not a bad thing. Like me being a hot mess, it's not a bad thing. It just means I'm in the process of learning. But I think I was consistently caught up in like whatever aesthetic needs to be presented online in terms of being a content creator. honestly, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm a human being and I am not going to be consistently aspirational. That's like a delusional thing to think. Ultimately, I just think I need to be okay showing up exactly how I am, no matter how that looks. Because I just have a very hard time presenting anything else. It's like I'm either showing up where I'm actually at. If you see me being joyful online, it's because I'm feeling joyful. I think I have a hard time showing up not joyful. So it's like either I'm showing up how I am or I'm not showing up at all. Outside of that, my boyfriend and I also moved into a new place this year. We're renting a house, and it is my first experience renting a home. I've only rented apartments, and it was the fucking move from hell. We moved like end of July, early August, and when I tell you this move like threw off my entire life for months. It's a very old house. It's like a 100-year-old house that they renovated on the inside, and it was bought by like it's owned by somebody who like had no intention of living in it, just by like a landlord. And as you can probably assume, it got the fucking landlord special. But it's like you wouldn't know that without living in it. So on the outside, it looks beautiful. It's so cute and it's so charming. I posted some initial content in it on TikTok when we first moved in. It's a very cute house. It has a wonderful vibe. Much of the structure itself is just incredibly charming. It's a very cute house. It's also just in the neighborhood that we wanted to live in, that like all our friends live in. It's closer to my boyfriend's job. Like it felt right when we saw the house. It felt like it made sense. And now honestly, part of me actually regrets moving because it's been a nightmare. I will preface this little story by saying our quality of life has improved significantly since moving. It's in a much more walkable neighborhood, again, around all of our friends, around where a lot of the places we like to go out are. Like it's a better quality of life. It's just issues with the house itself that have been horrible. So like I said, they had renovated the house, but renovated like everything from plumbing to electrical to just like the foundation of the house, like anything that you could possibly fucking imagine like was done wrong. So like I mentioned, it's an old house. It had never had air conditioning before they installed one. So initially when we moved in, one of the main things that happened that was just like a hot mess was the AC stopped working, and then like they hadn't properly hooked up the appliances. So like for example, the dishwasher and the sink, like the appliances were not hooked up to like the main water line. So when you turned them on, like the water would run, but it would just, you could hear it like splashing underneath the house. Then like half of our outlets didn't work. The dryer didn't work because the electrical was not hooked up properly. Basically, they only replaced half of the old electrical, which shit just didn't work, okay? With the AC not working, there was also an issue with the like condensation. Like they were supposed to put in something that like caught the condensation when it dripped. They didn't do that, so it was dripping directly onto the ceiling, and it like caused mold in a brand new ceiling. So they had to come and like cut it out, replace it. Basically, it was just months on months of things going wrong, and like we would repair one thing and then something else would go wrong, and it just made it very hard to like adjust to the move. Like I think it was like a month until we actually like unpacked our boxes because there was so much that needed to be like fixed. And you can imagine, as somebody working from home, how much of a struggle that is. It like, I can't unpack my office. I can't work in my office. Shit is looking like a hot mess in the background. It's like constantly like contractors coming in and like repairing stuff. And it was a hot mess. So like the combo of like what I was going through professionally and then everything that was happening with the whole move, girl, I was just going through it, to be honest. Like, but things are finally, you know, looking up. We're doing much better now. The house is significantly improved and things have gotten fixed. Professionally, I just feel like things have also adjusted quite a bit. So I'm going into the new year feeling very excited and being in a better place than I was for the majority of last year, for sure. But yeah, that's where I've been at, and that's what the fuck has been going on in my life, or what was going on in my life last year. But we move. We're back and we're better. All I have left to do is my lashes and my lip. I'm gonna go ahead, wrap up my makeup, dry my hair, and then I'll be back to show y'all the finished look. Okay, y'all, hair is did. She looks so cute. I'm about to put a little fit on and go try to take some pictures. But we're about to cut this little vloggy off here, and I will catch y'all in the next one.